The punk is glowing.
What's up, man?
Chilling.
I must have went to bed early or something. I'm all screwed up now. Fucking 1 o'clock and you wake up like, damn, what happened? Fucking 1 o'clock in the morning, I'm wide awake now. What the hell am I gonna do?
Right?
I guess make coffee.
That was last night. Just fucking ready to crash, and then my kid popped up at the last minute. Felt like playing video games for a couple more hours or something. Alright.
I got me a cup of coffee. I guess I'll roll me one next. What's wrong with your volume?
I don't know. What's wrong with it? Hold on. Is it jacked up?
Heck, mine. Mine seems like it's turned up. Yeah, mine's turned up. Oh, man. I got the grape biscotte. Grape biscotte. I don't know what grape biscotte is, but that's what I got. I got the grape.
Should be okay.
Breaking out the grape today. I got the grape.
Let's see. Creepy.
Oh, man. Hey, at least it's not cold out.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad today.
Man, we was freezing last week. It was down, fucking had ice on the ground and shit. What the hell?
It's too cold.
I think I ate too much. Must have went to bed early and don't remember. I don't even remember what time I laid down, you know what I mean? I don't even remember laying down, actually. I remember sitting here watching a movie and all of a sudden I woke up, the cat was going, "Ralph, Ralph," and she wouldn't stop, man, for like 10 minutes. She just kept going, "Ralph." So finally I got up and let her out, you know? It's like, okay, cat, I got you. Because she don't stop, man. When she starts meowing, she wants out, she just keeps doing it till you let her out.
Oh, yeah. They don't want to get punished for shitting on the floor.
Yeah, I guess I'll break out a grape. I don't even know how to say this word. Grape Basante. Grape Basante? Grape Basante Sunday. 30%. Woo! 30%.
Pretty good. I got all kinds of shit.
It's about the most we get down here in Florida. If you can get a 30%, you're lucky.
Hells yeah. And when it gets legalized, it'll go down.
Man, as long as I got my license, to hell with them. I pay for the license, you know what I mean? My medicine.
Oy. Oh, damn. Oh, yep. I got peach bud. Oh, did he?
Yeah, boy. Woo! The smell of a Sunday. So did you pig out yesterday?
Nah.
No? I
I
didn't
had
do
my
too bad.
nose.
I decided I wasn't cooking up no goddamn whole turkey this year. I bought me a turkey breast and a damn ham, a little small ham.
Usually I'd work on Thanksgiving, so I wouldn't even normal not do anything or do anything. Christmas is more my holiday.
Yeah.
Halloween and shit, that's fun.
We can do shit, sit around and watch TV all day. Watch
Yeah.
movies.
We watched Roadhouse, played a bunch of video games. And then it was time to go to mommy's because he started getting snacky. It's like, nah, you ain't wrecking your appetite. I ain't gonna hear about that shit. Filling up on chips and shit, and you don't want to eat your dinner.
Restricting photograph.
Stay hungry.
Commercial purposes, but those regulations.
Oh. Well, this is sure going to screw everything up now, waking up at fucking 1 in the morning.
Why you got work? You ain't got
Yeah,
work.
I'm retired. I quit. I'm done.
There you go. You ain't got to worry about it.
Waiting on a check now, right? Waiting on a check.
What it is.
All I got to do now is sit back and get paid, right?
That's when you pursue all your hobbies and dreams and shit.
Ow, fuck. Ow, that hurt. I already done all that. God damn it, that hurt.
What up?
Oh, man. Oh, right in the elbow, right on the corner of the damn desk. Ow. I was reaching. God damn, I'm killing myself in this bitch tonight. I can't even move. Oh, that was not the funny bone either. That shit hurt.
Yeah, the funny bone ain't never funny.
I
All
went to
that shit
reach for
hurt.
the drawer, but the drawer was open. I thought it was closed, and when I went to reach down there, my elbow hit the corner of the open drawer. Oh, that freaking hurt. I mean, it made my hand go numb all the way to my fingertips.
I usually walk into door frames.
Oh, I hate that.
Or I'll open the door into my shoulder.
My lady did that one time. She opened the door, went to turn around, come back, and the door was open. Got it right on the corner of her eye.
Oh, yeah.
I told her about punched her in the eye. She didn't listen. She walked into the door. It was funny.
I just don't know. I don't always judge because they got issues with my right eye.
Yeah.
So the depth isn't the same. It sounds like gunk. I knock the wind out of myself sometimes.
I used to like to get up in the middle of the night and hang out. Now I'd rather sleep. Like the cat, man. This damn cat started meowing and a constant meow would not stop till I got up and let her outside. And that's a good cat and all, but man, I guess I shouldn't have went to bed so early. Usually I let them
Exactly.
all out, you know.
Go to sleep for a normal amount, like, damn, I should have slept another hour. And then it's like, cool, I ain't got shit to do. I'm gonna get 2 extra hours of sleep and I'll be even more refreshed. And then you wake up fucking like 4 hours earlier than normal.
Yeah,
It's like, what
yeah, I'm
the
all screwed up.
like, what is wrong with the world?
Oh,
Thought I would sleep harder, but no. So then it's like, do I only want to sleep extra just because I don't want to go to work? Because that would make sense. Nobody ever wants to go to work. Go anyway. And they pay you to have a buzz and people.
I was watching one of my buddies. They down there in Orlando riding around. They got these little four-wheelers. They're all out at the mud hole right now. There's like 100 of them out there fucking rooting in the mud.
Damn.
Bunch of my buddies down there playing. The good old days. Back when you could afford toys and gas.
Right? They got the shop right back to next to golf and stuff that sells all the little off-road fun vehicles. Dune buggies, all that shit. I don't even think they bother pulling the shit out in the parking lot anymore. To show it off, you know?
Like a goddamn revolving door. Cat out, then let the cat in, then let the dog out, then let the dog back in. Then he wants back out again. I'm like, God damn, tired of getting up already.
Make a pet door.
Fuck that, man. We're in Florida. You never know what'll crawl in there. You have to have a
Exactly.
deadbolt.
It'd be fun for you too. Like instant
Yeah,
hunting tip to know where, like, oh.
I sleep with an arsenal
There's nothing
beside
more
my bed.
fun than having, like, you've never had an exposed hole in your house and you're just all shroomed out, and then out of nowhere there's like a possum in the room with you, and you're just like,
No, no,
oh!
I try to keep all them holes plugged up. Yes.
Or a gator could sneak in.
Yeah, see, I don't want to go out like that. No.
They're the
Plus, you got
worst.
to put up with
Like, tricky.
the old lady screaming and hollering all the time. Every time she finds something in the house, ain't supposed to be there.
And then they get mad that you downplay it. What do
Yeah,
you mean it's just a snake?
that's usually it's a snake. That's like a rattlesnake. You hear, Bill, snake. Here's all you hear is snake, and she goes to running. She
Exactly.
don't want to do nothing.
It's got a very limited capacity to chase you.
Yeah. I don't know. We got rattlesnakes down here, dude. That bitches come at you, 7 foot long, motherfucker, ready to fight. So,
Yeah, so you kill them on sight.
yeah, you got to find something though, something with a long handle, because you don't want to get up too close. Oh,
You have your
Lord.
stick to pin him and then a machete. And the other guy has a shotgun. My Thanksgiving was A-okay. I had steak fajitas, and it was good. I still have pie for dessert, too, that I can eat. Because I didn't eat all my pie yesterday.
You know, YouTube is all screwed up, right? It shows my whole fucking list of people that are live, and your name's not there. Why not?
I don't know.
Are we live, or are we fucking Memorex over here? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
we're alive.
Like if I go to my home page on the computer, and I even go to my history, it's not even showing me in here in my history.
Weird.
Fucking YouTube shit, dude.
Yeah, I don't think it
It's
updates
pretty
like
bad.
it's supposed to.
Huh?
I don't think it updates like it's supposed to.
Well, it'll update tomorrow sometime, huh?
Well, it
Well, that's
depends. Like
true because
sometimes
look,
it updates
hey,
shit in real
my
time, and then
friend,
other times no.
look, it's showing Gaptooth Girl's live, and she's not live. It's showing Dr. Trek comes live. He's not live. Minnesota Black Extra Bull. These are the only people that are live. But yet I'm in your room, and you're live. See what I mean? YouTube sucks, dude. YouTube is one shitty program now. I mean, it really is lacking. I can't wait
Yeah,
for the replacement.
Elon
Really
Musk is
can't.
gonna make X the everything platform.
I would like to see YouTube fail. I really would, from all the shit they've caused on so many people out here in the past so many years. But then again, you got to remember, YouTube's run by a Democrat guy. And you know how them Democrats are. They're all pissed off about Trump winning.
Well, yeah,
I think it's funny to watch them melt. I like watching snowflakes melt. And I'll tell you what, there's never been one bigger bunch of crybabies in your whole life in history than watching the Democrats of 2024. God, it's been fun. Shaving their heads. I mean, dude, the women shaving their heads, man. Can you imagine some shit like that? Over a president.
well, yeah. It's not about that. They have to murder babies.
Yes, that's right. I forgot about that part. Well, no,
For
I don't even
reproductive
think it's as
rights.
much. Hey, I think they're so selfish. It's not even about the unborn. I think it's about them getting to be just a hooch anytime they want and not have any responsibility over it.
Well, yeah.
You know, it's just being able to be hoochie. Because there's ways to stop a child, but they don't want that. They want every Tom, Dick, and Harry up in there, leaving DNA behind. Same.
So they need to make mandatory paternity tests
I was lucky. I got with my girl young. You know what I mean?
before she was corrupted.
Oh, Latoya, London girl. Good morning. Good morning. YouTube's more than glitchy on London girl. It's a lot more than glitchy. Pretty shitty, actually, but we won't tell nobody.
Yeah. Her internet totally died out last night. Fuck. Had to end early. Had no one to chit chat.
See, I was trying to find your page on the computer, and it's not here. It's not in my history. Not in my live list. Where are you at? Are we here? Are we even here, dude?
We are.
You sure we ain't in another time zone somewhere?
It shows me.
I don't see us.
It sends me notifications on myself.
I don't get notifications ever. I think I'm subscribed to too many people or something. You know what I mean? There's some kind of glitch going on.
Yeah, once you're over a couple of hundred subscribers, it starts using the algorithm to filter what gets notified.
Why doesn't it show me your page anywhere on my computer?
I don't know.
I mean, I'll show you. You can see it. You're not here nowhere. I could look at all my people that are live, all my subscriptions that are live, right?
In the search bar.
Nobody there. If I refresh YouTube,
It should pop up because there's only one me.
shouldn't it show me in your room in my history? Like if I go to my history, you should be there, right? Because I'm here.
In theory.
It shows Charlie Dog, Fair Dog. It shows Vampire plays goth music. Kate in Orlando.
Kate
The dog that loves singing with his owner. And we're not here, dude. There's nowhere in my history, even yesterday, we're not here. That's pretty shitty, ain't it? I mean, I'm literally looking all over YouTube, and I'm not here. Here's a guy that had a botched surgery, a female they turned into a male. God, that's nasty. Oh, here you are. He finally came up, dude. They must have heard me talking about you. Look, right there you are.
It does do that.
Look how long that took to come up for me to find me where I'm at.
Sometimes it only takes like 30 seconds to a minute.
Dude, I've been in here for fucking a long time now. I've been looking for your...
No, like the last payday, I was telling my kid, I'm like, yo, as soon as my payday check hits the bank, we'll get up and go shopping and shit. I was like, but they just need to have a better alert system. And like, I went and looked at my phone again, and there was like an email talking about new features. You can get better alerts for your fucking bank account through us, and blah, blah, blah. That shit was listening all the way.
I think something's wrong with my phone. My volume sucks.
Is it an iPhone?
No, it's an old fucking S22. S22. But I can hear you on the computer. I can't hear you on my phone. I don't understand it. I mean, I can hear you, but it's not loud. That's why I was trying to turn the computer on to fix. I can't hear you on my phone. I don't understand it. It's loud on my computer, but it's not loud on my phone.
Squirrel.
I have to reboot or something.
It might just be overload because all the
I'm on default.
Traffic.
Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah.
Okay, now you're loud. My phone was on default instead of speaker.
Uh-huh. That it would explain it.
Well, I think somebody tries to call my phone and it switches it like that for some reason.
Yeah. It does. It does to everybody's.
Well, is that how it works?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't notice.
It's funny to do that to people sometimes, you know. Like you see them, you can just like call their phone or something while they're on paddle and fuck it up for them. And they won't know what's going on. Like, what?
My one friend tells me that my phone starts to crackle when it does that. He says, "You're crackling." I'll be like, "Ah, shit, I'm on default again." Good.
Yeah, like the London girl shit. Hers, the echo cancellation glitches. It's just random. And then I have to reset it.
So I wonder who's not getting paid this month. Somebody never gets paid at the end of the month. You know what I mean? You pay off all your bills. There's one bill that's too many that just doesn't get paid. I got to figure out who that's going to be this month. Who don't get paid this month? Let me see. Who do I want to pick? I know the auto insurance and the electric got to be paid. Everybody else, well, you're on your own. All I can tell you. Tried to take my drill back to the Lowe's the other day, and they said it was out of warranty. 30 days was up, right? Because I didn't buy an extra warranty.
Yeah.
I said, well, do you guys got insurance? And they said, on what? I said, on the credit card. They said, why? I said, because you ain't getting paid this month either. If my drill don't get fixed, I can't work. I ain't making no money. So y'all don't get paid. So those didn't get paid last month. They're pissed off about that. They're very upset. But I mean, I'm tired of buying junk tools, dude. You get them home, work for about a week, and the tool dies. You know, I used to have drills that lasted for fucking years, man. I can't even get one to last a month. It seemed like here late.
Not even Milwaukee's quality anymore.
I used to buy DeWalt, but this one I bought Craftsman because I figured, well, I'm not on a commercial job site. I won't be burning this shit up. It should last. You know what I mean? I mean, it's an old drill. Fuck no, that thing didn't last 30 days. Smoke started coming out the side. And the same kit, I bought a Sawzall. It started smoking. I'm like, man, 2 tools out of this $300 bag.
Black and Decker.
I should have bought Black and Decker. My friend loves Black and Decker, but they had a super sale going on. You know what I mean? I'm trying to save $1 back during the hurricane days. That didn't work out good at all. I mean, Craftsman, dude. You'd think Craftsman would be good, wouldn't you?
It used to be.
Dude, it didn't last a month. I got 3 brand new tools sitting here. They ain't more to shine off of them, and none of them work. They won't take them back neither. So I said, you know that $1,000 I owe you on the credit card? I said, good luck with that. I'll see you in court. I'll bring my drill and my saw and my chainsaw when I come to court. Show you why I'm not paying your credit card debt, because y'all selling garbage.
Yeah, why is it lemonade only for cars?
What are they going to do? Give me bad credit? I'm retired now. I don't have credit. Right?
I don't know.
The older you get, the less credit you got. I mean, once you get so old, you don't even get a chance to have life insurance. They take your life insurance policy away because
you don't have no life expectancy to pay off this shit, so why would they give you a bunch of credit knowing you're going to die? Unless you got a life insurance policy tied into it, so the second you die, the payments come right out of that.
I think once you become so old, they cancel your life insurance policy and give you some of your money back.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't have to worry because I don't have a life insurance policy, so I'm okay with that. I don't know anybody who does that shit no more. Rich people.
Pretty much. Nah, $20 a month I don't need to spend.
Whoa. That thing's hard to hit on. Man. It's actually hot right now. Fucking humid as shit outside. What's London girl doing? What's London girl doing? What's she eating up here?
Slacking.
She's slacking? Putting on your makeup? I didn't put mine on this morning.
You can tell.
I'm up and dressed. What more do they want?
Makeup. Fancy clothes.
I got slippers on. That's as far as it gets. I think today's a holiday, right?
Black Friday.
That's racist. Oh no, never mind.
I'm hoping I see some bloodshed. That'd be great.
Shit. Motherfuckers fighting for junk. I worked at Walmart one time a while back, right? And you know how they sell them big giant TVs real cheap? Pretty much everyone that I put in the car for them to leave with, once they bought it, they would come around to the back and you would load it up. All the stuff they bought, they give you a receipt. Almost every one of them TVs come back to Walmart returned. No good. You know what I mean? I shook my head when I used to see it. I said, man, there's no way in hell I'll ever buy anything from a Black Friday sale because it's garbage. You might as well take it straight and warranty it and get a replacement. You know what I mean? Because they're junk. And that's the same with that shit they sold me at Lowe's, them tools. They're selling, second run shit. Shit that didn't make it through the finish line the first time, and they have to send it back like a second run.
It's like they're liquidating the warehouse of all the old shit to make way for new.
Yeah, for the new
So
product.
everything that's left in there is what
Well,
you got.
you heard of Badcock, the Badcock place you go buy furniture and pay it on time and pay twice what it's worth? Rental center type of thing, like Rent a Center. It's called Badcock. They just went bankrupt here in the United States. And they was like around for many, many, many moons, dude. But like you go buy something, the interest on it would make you pay twice what it's worth. But you could get it today. They'll bring it to your house and drop it off as long as you make your payments. Well, they just went bankrupt. But mostly all the chainsaws that they got, probably everything in the store was all second run stuff. Like we bought some chainsaws and they didn't work too good and we had a warranty. So we took them to the shop and the guy at the shop told us these are all second run saws, dude. So everything you bought from there was all second line. It didn't come off the first line. There was something wrong with it. You know what I mean?
It's like TJ Maxx shit.
Is that the way they are too?
Yeah, and
I never
wash
shopped there.
all them clothes. It's just slightly irregular. It's essentially a pair of jeans. I mean, the
Oh
legs are
yeah,
different lengths,
yeah. The
but
seam didn't get quite
it's
right or
still
something.
technically jeans. It's
Yeah,
just like you put it on, and like, why don't these pants fit? Where did y'all shop for me? Oh, we went to Marshall's. Like, you fuckers. Why don't you just say you're too cheap to buy a good present? Getting some
that's like
fucking
Burlington
regular
Coat
clothes.
Factory, boy. You ever been to a place called Burlington Coat Factory?
Oh
They had that too. The cheap stuff. If you got something on sale and they're like they're selling a certain thing real cheap, that's a second run too. Second line. Oh well. Get what you pay for, right?
yeah,
Yes.
exactly. If you think there's a reason you're getting name brand, but you're not gonna pay the price everybody else did, like, come on.
I'm gonna get rich. I'm thinking I'm gonna have a sale and I'm gonna sell off all my old lady's old fucking dresses and clothes because she's got some high dollar shit. You know how I know? Because I paid for that shit. That's how I know. I mean, some high dollar clothes, boy. I could get rich probably if I sold some of her stuff.
It's just like the pawn shop. You
Yeah,
never
it's
get
true.
what you put into it, especially with the women's shit. The only thing that'll keep the value is jewelry and the purses.
Oh, okay. So them $1,000 fucking clothes she got ain't worth a damn then, huh?
Nah, because once they're out of style, they're not like something that lasts. It's like an enduring style. Nobody will pick up on it until it's trending again. So you gotta like sit on that shit.
Yeah, because some of the stuff she got from her one friend, and her friend was a model in New York. She used to walk the showroom thing, you know what I mean, with the fancy dresses on and stuff. Not naked or not, but clothes. I mean, actual runway stuff. Her friend was a model. Gave her all kinds of clothes. She wear the shit one time and give it to my old lady because she couldn't wear it again. You know what I mean? Once she wear it once, she can't wear the same clothes again. So she used to give my old lady all kinds of fucking nice shit, dude. I used to laugh. That's pretty bad. You pay all that money for something you can't wear it but one time because you don't want nobody to see you in the same dress twice. What the hell?
Right? Like, bitch, you better put that dress back on.
Shit, hell no. Give that shit to my old lady. She got a closet full of that shit back there somewhere. All nice stuff. I mean, New York runway model shit. Like, we live in the country, right? She ain't never worn none of that shit. It was funny to watch them, though. Funny to watch.
Somebody's out there.
Well, damn, London girl, I guess I got to go put my makeup on now. Got me jealous over there. She's putting on her makeup still. What's up? Yeah, and I called up FEMA the other day. I'm 2 months and still waiting. Working on 3 months. They told me they still on the way.
And sneak back in.
Huh?
You have to go to Mexico and sneak back over the border.
Yeah, I get some money that way. A guy did that the other day. They was
seeking asylum.
Hey, they was going to arrest a guy. He tried that shit, and they said he was lucky that the guy at the border knew who he was. Otherwise, he could have got arrested and charged for that. They was like, Bob, you ain't an immigrant. Get your ass back home, boy. What's wrong with you trying to sneak across the border? You know what I mean? He actually tried it. It was in the newspaper. A guy tried it because I guess everybody had that idea. Well, hell, I'll just sneak across the border, get more Americans to get.
And be like, I need to go to New York and be in an asylum at a 5-star hotel. Free food.
I wonder if that's okay for Canadians to do that. I mean, if it's good for the rest of the world, you guys should come over here and get you a magic money card. They're giving $350 a week on a food card.
Minimum. They're getting all kinds of money.
That's $1,400 a month just for food. This damn cat would not quit meowing. You didn't hear her? Well, how the hell did you not hear her? And I heard her. Listen to her. She won't. She would not stop. I mean, 10 minutes. All you could hear was row, row, row. Finally, I let her ass out. Then she stood at the door and meowed, wanting back in. Fucking spoiled cat. That cat ruined. Grandma Kitty, man. She owns the place. She's been around here longer than us, I think.
She's a hundo.
Yeah, she's my grandma Kitty.
Back when the cats didn't have 6 toes.
Yeah. No, they always had that down here in Florida. Remember Hemingway and the Keys? All them cats down there in Key West, they still descendants of Hemingway.
Inbred.
Mm-hmm.
Scandalous.
Well, my wolf dog, he had that extra dew claw. He had 2 dew claws on all of his feet. You know how they got the dew claw hanging? He had duals. He had double dew claws on every one of his feet, all 4 feet.
What purpose do they serve?
No idea. Catch a hold of something? Like if they reach out there to grab you, they got that hook on the end of that claw. That hook might be able to grab a hold of something and pull it towards them, maybe. I don't know. Well, my Ridgeback dogs, we had them. The ones I had with AKC registered that had papers. We had the dew claws removed on the whole litter of puppies on the ones that I had papers, and the ones that the female, which was her sister, but I didn't have her registration papers. I allowed the dew claws not to be cut off of her puppies. That way, I could tell the difference because they both had litters about the same time. What the hell kind of pipe is that?
Hash pipe.
How did it light?
You heat up the bowl.
Oh, you already heated it up. I didn't see you heating it. Yeah, okay. I can't do that. That shit would kill my lungs.
That's good. Good stuff. That good stuff.
I'm just very good with a paper, man. I need me a paper. I'm good.
Couldn't roll a joint to save my life.
London said that's when they jump on shit. That's what they use it to kill them out, take them out. This cat would not stop meowing for 10 minutes straight. She sat here and meowed nonstop. I finally got up and let her dumbass out. Old rotten damn cat. Hey, can I come back as a cat lady's cat someday?
Which one? There'll be plenty.
As long as it's not a Democrat, because I don't want to sit there and watch her cry all the time. And bald head and shave her head and all that. I ain't into all that. I'd rather be a Republican cat lady's cat than a
Yeah,
Democrat
so
cat lady's cat. Huh?
that's good stuff. And
Well, I've
keeps
been
your head
watching the internet, man. They've been doing a lot of crying. I think I should have went into therapy. I probably could have got rich after this election if I was a therapist. Maybe that's my new calling. I can go online and be a YouTube therapist to help everybody, that's crying over the election. I can give them some therapy. You think?
Yeah, you gotta be like the Joey Swole of politics.
Oh yeah, I want to do the therapy for the YouTube girls after they shave their head because I figure they're more valuable then. They have more problems and they'll pay more. I'm in it for the money now, dude. I'm switching over my new leaf. I'm all about the dono now. All about the dollar. Send me money. Ain't that how you do it? I got to figure this shit out. I'm not very good at it. I have to learn how to be a beggar. Yes. Get rich quick scheme.
You gotta have ovarian cancer.
I got that too. What the hell? We'll take that. Give it up. More money? More money. Send money. Yes.
Cancer, that one's always a good one.
I got
Hi.
some. Good morning.
Good morning. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, very much so. Well, I'm happy. I'm happy it's over. Does that matter?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. Now all we gotta do is get through Christmas, right?
I know.
Then we're
I'm not
free for another year.
into Christmas. Yeah, I know. I know. I
And we,
like your idea about being the therapist for the YouTube Democrat girls.
yes, I'm thinking we got a calling there. We need to answer this calling for sure. We need to.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, who would do better than us? Think about it. There's probably no one out there. I think we
It's
got this. We got this. Yes, we've got to market it properly. That's all. We got to get into marketing now.
yeah. Yeah. There's so many of them that need it.
So we're gonna have to go check and see when our people are on. Like I was looking at the thing a minute ago. It said most of the people that I know are on between 12 and like 6 o'clock. I was like, God dang, that's because we're old. Yes, that's the problem.
Yeah. Or a lot of the women have the kids as well, so they can't go on late.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. We have to have a variety of therapy hours. Maybe we could have, like one person do this, 12 to 6, another guy do 6 to 12.
Round the clock.
Yes, that's it. 24-hour therapy. We got this. See, we're going to make this. We're going to get rich. I can tell already. We're going to be rich. Get out of the way, Elon Musk. We're taking your money, boy. We're going to be therapists, baby. Yes, that's my new calling now that I'm retired and I'm getting paid soon. They're going to have to send me a check, because I'm old and all decrepit.
Oh gosh.
Hey, I'm going to get paid to do this shit. Get out the way. They're in trouble now. You think I've been hell for the past 10 years? You ain't seen nothing yet. Wait for the next 10. This is going to get good. get a check every month and get paid to smoke weed? What the hell? I got this.
You have.
Yes, I got government weed and a government check. You don't get no better than that, does it?
Socialism.
Yes, yes. I'll take some of that too. Does that check? Does it pay? Where do I sign up? I got to go to the border. I'm pissed because, well, I'm in Florida, so I'm within 100 miles of the border. Does that matter?
Yeah. That's real close. That's like frontline defense. Just ask Arizona. There's a fucking border checkpoint 100 miles inland away
Yeah.
from the border.
Well, Florida's 100 miles from the water, so pretty much no matter where you're at. So, you're always within the border, anywhere in Florida. Pretty crazy, ain't it? The whole state is 100 miles from the ocean, which is the
Big
border.
long saggy titty.
I want some food. We getting a scoop. Bud needs some food. He goes over and stands there and looks at the food bowl and then turns around and looks at me like, "Hey man, my bowl's empty. What the hell's going on here?"
Oh,
He knows. It's your job.
Yeah.
It's like I wasn't
I used
given
to have a
thumbs, motherfucker. You want me to hang out, you gotta feed me.
I used to have a box. I would just dump 30-pound bag of food in the box, and the lid at the bottom would open up, and they'd stick their head in, and they'd eat from the bottom, and it slowly would fall to the bottom of that food box. It was like a dog feeder box. Well, one dog, he'd go over there and knock the box over if there wasn't hardly no food in it. You look out there and
yeah.
see the box laying on its side, you know it needs filled back up.
Bob likes to smack it when you're pouring it out so more spills.
Well, my wolf dog, he used to go over to the bowl and he'd look in it, and if it wasn't full, like over half full, he would take his foot and just swing it and smack the bowl, and it would flip around in circles up into the air, and the little bit of food that was in it would go flying all over the floor. So if you seen him walking toward the food bowl, you was trained well because you'd look real quick to see, make sure it was over half full. If it wasn't, you was jumping and running to get it. Otherwise, you was cleaning up food because he was going to knock that bowl all around the floor.
That's funny.
He did. He was Frisco, the timber wolf. He was an Alaskan timber wolf. He weighed over 160 pounds. So when he laid down to eat, you had to give him a whole gallon. And then about halfway through the bowl, you had to go run over there and fill it up again because he might take his foot and say, "Hey, this bowl's empty," and smack the bowl with his foot. And food, a little bit in there would always go flying all over the floor. And he trained us well to keep his bowl full. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd have shot him in the ass with the airsoft pellets. Hey, motherfucker, you doing that shit? Like that, bro.
He was a good dude. Hey, we and me only ever got in one fight. After that, he knew I was the boss.
Shit.
Well, I adopted him at 5 years old. He had been kept in a cage his whole life.
Oh.
And I brought him home, and he was 160 pounds. Alaskan timber wolf.
They prefer to be in their crates. It's comforting.
I gave him freedom, though. You know, I mean, when I tore the cage apart and threw it out the door after him and me's first fight, the only fight we ever had, and I threw his bed down beside my chair, and I sat down. I said, "Now get over here and lay down." And there wasn't no cage between him and me no more. You know what I mean? And that was the last time he was ever in that cage. And then I left the door open, and he would go outside, and he would come back and look in the door like, "Hey, you ain't going to chase me because I'm outside and I'll be like in the country. So I'm like, nah, dude, you free, bud. He would do that for a long time.
Animals are supposed to roam around.
Yeah, definitely.
When I was a kid, you could let your dog roam around. It wasn't until people started being dicks then it became a thing.
Mm. Yeah, even when I was growing up, people would let their dogs out.
My two dogs you can't let out together. They run off for 6 hours straight. But again, I'm in the woods, but that don't mean they can't get in trouble.
Yeah.
I used to take a lot more walks with them out in the woods and stuff, but well, they put up a bunch of no trespassing signs across the road to keep me out now, I guess. Which that really don't keep me out, but
Mm.
so I got a quarry. It's like 70 acres across the road from me. So I used to go over there and walk around a lot, but I haven't been over there in a while.
Sounds really nice where you are.
It's country. It's country.
Yeah.
It's the woods. Which, like I say, when I was saying that to somebody the other day, I said, when we were younger, even if we lived in the woods in the country area, when we got to go out, like for the weekend, Friday night, we never
Mm.
went to clubs or bars. We always took our trucks and we drove to the woods and started a fire, drink beer, whatever you're doing,
Yeah.
whatever. So we always went to the woods. It was like we gravitated to the woods. So it was only natural for me to move to the woods because I don't have to leave the house to go. You see what I mean? Where we used to
Yeah.
go to have fun. I live there. I don't have to leave the house to go to the woods. I'm in the woods.
Yeah.
That's a good feeling to me. I don't know why. It's always like being in nature. I never like going to bars and putting up with people like that.
Mm.
I'm too violent. I can't do that. I'm quick to violence. I don't know why. I think it's the American in me. I don't know.
It
Could be the
could be.
Russian, the German, the Irish, or the Cherokee. One of them, maybe. I don't know. Something's got me all upset inside. Might be this damn cat over here that woke me up.
Mhm. Yeah, I heard the cat. Yeah.
I know. She just said it's only 2 o'clock in the morning. What are we doing up? I'm like, I don't know. This cat did it, man. Cat woke me up. I got this doobie over here. If you want to hit on it, it'll wake you up for sure. Doobie brother. My doobie brother. Hey, have you listened to Diggy Graves' new song? Just came out last
No.
week. Do you know who Diggy Graves is?
I've heard you talk about him before, but I've not really listened to him.
Oh man, I feel like a good something with some bass in it. You know what I mean?
Mm.
But the guy's really strange. He wears a mask. I guess he's a white boy. He says he is in one of his songs. He said, "I'm just a white boy," blah blah blah, whatever. But he wears a mask, so we don't know what he looks like. Right? You'll never see him in public without his mask. His name's Diggy Graves, Digggy Graves. I'm talking. This is some of the baddest music I've heard in a long time. And I don't usually listen to rap type music, but
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, you start getting into some of his songs, especially in your car, if you got a bass system in your car, it sounds like it's about to blow the back wind out of my Toyota out there. I got to turn the bass down because, I mean, it's got a beat to it, you know what I mean? And the words are pretty cool too. So if you have a chance, check him out a little bit. He's only on YouTube. It'll never be on the radio, so you ain't got to worry about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't listen to music that makes it onto the radio. I never have. All the music I've always listened to my whole life is not radio friendly.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Same here, more or less. Yeah, he's got quite. Yeah, I'm looking at him on iMusic.
The best one is Psycho Circus. It's like welcome to the midnight circus where you can be a freak on purpose, right? I think that's the internet. That's like social media. That's YouTube. The midnight circus where you can be a freak on purpose. You know what I mean? It's like this shit is really crazy, man. That fucking guy's wild. I don't know where his mind came from, but he ain't right. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Old Diggy ain't right. That's why I like listening to. It's a group called Outlaw Nation. It's a whole bunch of different singers that belong to Outlaw Nation. Do you listen to them?
No, not heard of them.
It's like a whole bunch of people that singing with there's like a group of them, and you type in Outlaw Nation, and none of that music will ever be on the radio neither. So, and there's a whole bunch of different people that sing with that group. They call themselves the Outlaw Nation. Pretty cool. They got some good music too, and it's like I said, not radio friendly, which is what I like.
Yeah, yeah. Then you know it's going to be interesting.
Well, they actually have a message behind the song,
Yeah,
other than
yeah,
crap
yeah.
that we
So
do.
they can use like particular words because now it's so censored
Yeah.
that what we used to listen to like 20, 30 years ago, they won't have that kind of language in songs now.
And the message is always about something good, though. It's not about just your baby's mama and all that other crap they be singing about now.
Mm.
I mean, it's a message to the song, and the message is pretty much about how screwed up everything is. It's a real message that they don't want people to know, I guess.
Yeah.
So now YouTube, our TikTok keeps taking my channel. They keep striking me. I'm pissed. Fucking TikTok. Fuckers. So now what I did was, and my buddy did it, my buddy No Justice, he sent him a thing saying something about the First Amendment and the Constitution, and they gave him his channel back. So I'm going to try that later today if I get the
Yeah.
channel back because they keep taking my channels on TikTok. They don't like me. I don't know why. I just don't know why.
So they don't give you reasons.
No, they're just like YouTube. They don't give you no reasons. Hey, they just took this one boy's page the other day. He got it back, I think. This boy Chili. But he was restreaming another channel, and somebody got up on that channel and porn bombed that channel for 30 minutes, and they took both channels down finally. So then I think he got his channel back.
Shit.
He's in the chat. They're porn bombing his page for 30 minutes, and he's in the chat talking about, I can't get in. Somebody sent his information to everybody in their mailing list, which was his password to his page, right? So
Oh,
somebody sent that shit to everybody in their email. So whoever got the email had his password to his channel. They logged into his channel and started porn bombing. So he couldn't even get in his own channel. He's in the chat talking about it won't let me in. I can't do nothing.
oh
Damn,
shit.
you need a better group of friends, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
At least one smart enough not to email your password to everybody in their fucking email list, right?
Oh gosh. Bless him.
That's terrible. That dude had a big channel, like 100,000 subscribers, right? He's gone. Poor bastard. Well, you got to feel a little bit of remorse for them because they make their living off of YouTube. Without YouTube, they're living in the streets,
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of
Yeah.
people are that way out here. Without their YouTube, they'd be homeless. Some of them are homeless with the YouTube, so I guess that don't matter.
Yeah. Or extremely lonely because some people they just need it as well for an outlet.
Yeah, I realized years ago I am not social media friendly. It's kind of like being jury friendly. I'm not jury friendly either, but I definitely ain't social media friendly.
Yeah, I'm not into too much either. Like, I don't get why everyone's on everything. There are reasons why. I can see that people have reasons to be on it. But when it's just for chit chat and
It's all about the dollar. They can tell you whatever they want, but if you start doing like that, because I've done the same thing back in the day, you sign up with every single platform, you direct every single platform to your other platforms. That way, if anybody clicks on one, hopefully they'll get back to the one where you make money at. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like YouTube. So that's the reason why I think they do all the different platforms for money to get advertisement.
yeah.
I gave up on that long ago. I had too much fun not following policy. You know what I mean? Life's boring following policies. Oh my, I barely can follow the law, let alone policy. That's why the first time they tried to slap me around on the sidewalk, you know what I mean? That shit was kind of exciting. I have to admit. Hit me again. Another lawsuit. Give me some more money. Hit me again. What? Give me some of that taxpayer money. 3 lawsuits. Go ahead and swing again, boy. Yeah, that's half the fun of it. Well, like I always tell everybody I know, please don't tell nobody I'm crazy because you're taking all the fun out of it. I like to see the look in the eye when they figure it out for themselves.
Right.
And if you tell them, that's going to take that away from me, so I don't get to see it. Then they already know. Hey, old Mark Zuckerberg went to visit Donald Trump down there at the daggone Fort Lauderdale down there. I guess old Zuckerberg Facebook in there kissing Trump's ass now.
Oh yeah, he's in big trouble.
He's scared. He's the one that took Trump's fucking page off the internet, remember? Because the Dems told him to do it.
Exactly.
So
He
we might get
censored it.
some freedom out of this shit, man.
He participated in the biggest violation of constitutional rights in history.
Yep. This
Taking the fucking First
might
Amendment
bring
rights of
some
every
kind of
American
freedom.
on Facebook. Everybody that's on Facebook, he took away their fucking.
Yeah. Yep. Have you seen the memes or the different ones out there, like with Chameleon, an AI version of people? You know what I mean? Saying stuff they don't really say it, but putting their face up there and make it look like they're saying it. The AI stuff. Well, TikTok keeps striking us for that shit, right? And we're even putting in it. This is a comedy. It's AI. You know what I mean? It's just comedy. Society doesn't understand comedy anymore. Do you know that?
They don't care. You're not allowed to joke who they say you can't. It's about control. It's a feminist thing. It's all about control.
Yeah.
They want the power. It's their turn. They get it. It's their turn. Like, no. That's why all their movies are the same bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a girl boss and she's got all the skills, and every video game is the same as fucking the girl bosses. All the leaders of the rebellion are girls, and all the men are old, and their ways are outdated. That's why they haven't won the revolution. So they need all the fresh new women to come in and show these guys how it's done. It's retarded.
Yeah, but don't they realize if it wasn't for men, the infrastructure would fail within a month?
Absolutely.
I've never seen one girl. I've been in the air conditioning business for 30 years or more. I've never seen one female crawling around in an attic doing duct work up there in 140 degrees Florida sun down there.
No. Where's the women putting that insulation into the building to begin with?
That too. I've never seen one doing that neither. Now you mentioned it.
Not once. Asbestos removal, pulling out old insulation and shit like that.
Yeah, the old asbestos. I remember that shit too. That's why I can't breathe now, probably.
Pouring concrete forms.
All the dust in your face. Yeah, remember all them big clouds of dirt?
Roofing.
Carrying shingles up the ladder on your shoulder, one on each, a pack on each shoulder. Oh, yeah, that'll work. Get your equal rights on that, would you, Miss London, please?
I would hire women for tree work.
Hey, Miss London, grab 4 of them pallets of shingles over there and tote them up there, all right? I'll wait for you on the roof.
No, I wouldn't even, if I needed a plumber or like an electrician and a woman turned up, I wouldn't feel right. I wouldn't think that she would do the job right. I really wouldn't.
She wants equal pay, though. She wants equal pay, y'all. She got to get the same money you get at the end of the week.
Yeah, I just wouldn't trust it.
Nah, see, that's the thing. It's never going to be fair. Because why should the woman get equal pay when they're not doing equal work? She ain't carrying the heavy equipment.
She don't have to go to war, but she can vote for me.
They say get out the fucking 500-foot snake. Who's going to the van to pull that motherfucker off? It ain't going to be the woman on the crew, ever.
No.
It'll be the dude. Even if it's just a teenage guy, that bitch will be out there pulling it off, not some woman.
Have you ever seen a girl carry a big old giant extension ladder?
I've tried. It didn't happen. Even trying to help them and carry the other end. It was just like I about drove them into the ground. The best work I can get out of women, like other than like house stuff, is like dragging branches to the street or throwing them in the back of the truck.
Dude, I wish I could spend my life in the kitchen and have somebody else go do all the work for me outside. I would gladly wash a dish. Yeah. You know how easy it is to wash a fucking dish? I mean, I don't even break a sweat. A little bit of soap and water, a little scrubby pad, boy, get out the way. What a life. I mean, imagine. And they want to go out there and fucking be equal with me on a job site somewhere. What is wrong with them? Give me the kitchen duties, please.
Go out there and stand knee deep in shit water and then have to reach down in there and fix the fucking leak.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The line.
Oh, fuck that.
Fuck it. Let me just get this done and you do it. You know what I mean? Let me just do this.
That's the best. All the scrutiny.
You got it made. You got 75%, and then you want 50. That's what I always thought about it. I was like, bitch, you got 75%. You want 50-50 now? You're losing. You're giving up.
They had 100%.
They did. They had at least 99.9, the way I figured it.
As long as you were married, you were straight.
But now we got Fresh and Fit, and we got a Whatever podcast. Have you ever watched them, guys?
No.
Yeah.
There's a page called Fresh and Fit, and there's a page called Whatever podcast. Now they got these guys that get all these young girls. Most of them have no fans pages, like 18 to 26-year-old girls, young girls, and they ask them questions about dating and what their idea is. Okay, it's called Whatever podcast and Fresh and Fit podcast. The Fresh and Fit's out of Miami. 2 black dudes, and then the other dudes are 2 white dudes out of California called Whatever.
The videos I watch.
Huh?
Oh, okay, right, yeah. Now I understand. Yeah.
The nerdy white guys and Andrew Tate and all them. Yeah. Like you
that's that same group.
She knows them just not by name. But
That's the same group, yeah. But the values these young people have are totally screwed up, dude. I mean, all of them want a man that makes $1 million a year. They all want him 6 foot tall. They all want this, that, and that. So they put in this thing, the percentage of men that most women are looking for is like a 0.01 or a 0.1. I mean, there's not even 1% of that type of man on the planet.
Shit.
So they're all looking for a 1%er. And they all think they're 10s. They all think they're 10s.
Yeah.
They're the most beautiful thing I ever known.
Rescue them.
Yeah.
He's gonna be like, hey, I could have any woman in the world, but I want you.
We sit there and watch this. Me and Linda and me will watch these people, right? And I'll look at her, and she'll look at me like, what the hell happened in the world? Because we didn't think that way when we were growing up. You know what I mean? Her and me got
Yeah.
together
You're
in
that
high school.
rich. Your parents go out and they find some cute little girl and they go, bam. All right, here's what you're going to do, parents. We're going to give you money. You're going to raise this kid to do A, B, C, and D. We're going to have people monitoring her, and it's going to be fucking the perfect wife for our rich kid when she grows up. Sign the contract. And then they fucking groom a kid to be the fucking rich person wife.
I know, because when I'd never seen that before until Diz showed me them kind of girls, and then when I was watching them, I was like, is this for real? And he was like, yeah. It was fucking, because...
The one I've seen today, the bitch, he was taking her to a 5-star restaurant, but she wouldn't get in his BMW.
No.
It's not her idea of a good enough car.
My fucking God.
Like, back in the day, like, queens were riding around in boxes pulled by horses, right? So the
Yeah.
fact that people in any kind of car is a fucking magical step up on a historic level. But then to like be like a Beamer's not a bad car. It's not a piece of shit by anybody's stretch of the imagination. I didn't think. Or
But
did BMW? Did they go downhill and I just don't know better because I'm not a car person, so I don't really know. But
the
I don't
whole
remember
thing...
hearing that they turned into trash.
Yeah. I mean, just the whole thing itself is not about finding someone or even like going for the dinner a nice night out. It's just about everything else that doesn't matter. A fucking car, because she wouldn't get in the car and have a nice night out because it just wasn't to her expectation.
She wanted a sport Mac or some shit like that. Whatever she was
Oh,
calling the car. I was like, that's dumb.
But if everybody thinks that way, well, not everybody, but if a lot of them people think that way, at least hopefully they won't breed. I'm just saying, we don't need that kind of people. These
yeah,
girls,
Don't take away
the mentally ill don't need to have children. I'm thinking. I mean, you
yeah,
know what I mean? If you got mental, now every problem is every American has some type of mental defective deficiency. You know what I mean? None of us are perfect. We have to be imperfect. So that's a mental problem if you're not perfect, right? You're lacking in something, you know?
But you would never know.
Well, you know you're not perfect. Nobody is. Well, except for the girls on the podcast. They're tens. They're all perfect.
Because it's an impossible state.
I
What would
learned I
be
was
perfect? What would
imperfect.
be if you were suddenly perfect? What would that actually mean?
If you were actually perfect, you would have no emotion at all. Your emotions would stay a balanced flat line. You wouldn't be happy, you wouldn't be sad. You'd be in the middle, just a flat blah. But if your emotions go up during the day, like you get happy at one point, and later in the day you get upset a little bit, that means your emotions are going up and down. You're basically bipolar. So every single human is bipolar because none of us are flatlined. Our emotions go up and down throughout the day, right?
Well, they're designed to.
Exactly. But the doctor will tell you, well, guess what? You're bipolar. I can give you some pills for that. There's a
Yeah,
pill in
they're
the
drug
book for
dealers.
every single human. Huh?
They're drug dealers.
Yes, yes, yes.
That's what they do.
That's why the government hates people like us that sell weed back in the day, maybe, possibly, allegedly, because they don't like competition.
Well, they didn't get taxes on it.
And I
yeah.
can sell it cheaper than them.
Cheaper and better.
Hey, they said in Michigan up there, it's going for $76 an ounce now. They
Yeah.
can't hardly give it away up there.
18%
There's so much.
trash. It's all
Huh?
just fucking regulation outdoor.
Love it.
Even their indoors outdoor levels.
Well, if I was allowed to grow, dude, I would have the stickiest bud you ever seen. I don't know why the stuff that they're selling us at the medical shops isn't sticky icky like the stuff we used to grow back in the kid days, you know? It was always sticky. You take your finger, squeeze the bud, and it would stick to your finger. What happened to them days?
Legalization.
Legalization. The government stepped in and destroyed the fucking plant. Because though I said they destroyed the cannabis plant, they turned it into a GMO now. It's a genetically modified organism. It's not the original plant.
No, I mean, there's still genetics out there, but people don't know how to do it. And you don't want to teach them because of the attitude and the way they act. It's like,
They don't want to learn. When they first started doing this shit out here, I would go in their grow rooms and I would listen, talk to them. I'd get on their panel. I'd say, "So you one of them 2 scoop per gallon growers, ain't you?" They used to get so mad at me because they had no clue what they were doing other than put 2 scoops in a gallon of water and pour it on the plant and call yourself a grower. That ain't a grower. That's a 2 scoop per gallon grower. I used to get them boys so mad. I laugh at them. They don't care about their pH balance. That means if they had a fish tank, their fish would die. They didn't care about the pH balance, right?
they don't even know what pH stands for.
And then they don't know nothing about parts per million, which is maximum growth. If you feed something, if you're a farmer and you feed your animals as much as they can eat of good high protein food, they're probably going to get bigger than the farmer that only lets them eat whatever they can get to. So it's different. You got to max your food out if you want to max your plant or your animal. You know, they don't know how to do that either, which fuck, we did that when we were kids. So like I said, a bunch of 2 scoop per gallon growers, you know. They'll show pictures. What is this? And I'm looking, I was like, God damn, he's infested with white flies and mites. He don't even know what it is growing, and he thinks he's a grower. Got mites all over his goddamn plants. White flies. That's why I always liked indoors, because outside you got too many bugs in Florida, man, or even anywhere, but bugs will really ruin your plant. Come on, boy. Welcome to the Midnight Circus. Come on, Nug. Nug, come on. Your brother wants out, and he can't come out if you're out. Come on, Nug. Let's go.
Oh, there's the cat.
Change the guard. Nug, come on. Get in. Nug, come on. Come on, Nug. You go in. Bear, come out. Come on, Bear. Oh, you didn't want outside. You just wanted your brother in. You piece of shit.
Nug life.
That's all he was worried about. He's standing there scratching at the door. Well, I try to let him go out, but he don't want out. He wants Nug inside the house. Because as soon as Nug came in, he walked away from the door. He's like, I didn't want out. I wanted him in. He's jealous. His brother might be out there finding a girlfriend somewhere, and that's what he's worried about. That's all guys think about. You know that, right? Usually, I mean, even the dog is a dog. What a dog.
Yeah.
Atomic dog.
I noticed my one dog's kind of dragging his one back foot. He'll probably get hip displacement. Sucks. And he's young, so he's already got the telltale signs. You know what I mean? When he walks, his one back foot kind of drags a little bit. I can notice it. I can hear it when he walks across the floor. Poor guy. Yep, that sucks. That's the only bad part about white dogs, white shepherds or German shepherds or any purebred dog like that. They have different problems right from birth. Better off with a mutt than you are a purebred dog. I think they have less problems. Hopefully.
Yeah, they last longer, didn't they, than the purebreds as well.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I quit with the dogs that we were breeding back in the day, the Rhodesian Ridgebacks, because they had so many problems.
Spina bifida.
Well, they had heart disease, cancer. I mean, hip
Oh
dysplasia.
wow.
I mean, all kinds of problems. They have
Lungworm.
any human problem a dog has too. I think they injected the dog with the shit just to see if they could figure a way to cure it, which actually created the problems, probably.
Gender dysmorphia.
Shit.
Dog thinks it's a cat.
My
You
dog
hear weird stories,
identifies. Huh?
like you hear weird stories. Oh, my dog thinks it's a cat, or my cat thinks it's a dog, and it's like fuck off.
All that stuff got me so upset, man. If that doesn't show major mental problems in society, and you figure about half of the world out here, United States, is that way because they voted for the chameleon. I mean, think about it, dude. That many people would vote for somebody like her? That shows you they're mentally unstable. I mean, you
Yeah.
can't make this shit up. And then look how they act when they lost their election. I mean, that's a serious mental problem, emotional imbalance. I mean, if that's the best you can do
You're
as far as
screaming.
controlling your emotions, you need
You're
some
like,
help. Yeah, you need some help. I'm thinking that.
ooh, you showed
If I
us.
had to do it all over again the night before the election, I would have set up my emotional fucking channel to help people get through their times of problems. We could have got dono.net. God dang it. We'd have been rich. Ooh. Maybe next election I'll do it and I'll be ready.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get rich out here one day before I die if I got to. Somehow I got to. I got to get rich. Get rich now. Well, I was on TikTok and I was making money. I was doing fine, right? I had somebody sent me $5. Shit, I think I was up to $11 when I lost the channel. And they never did give me my daggone $11. I want my money and I want it now.
Shit. Yeah.
They robbed me. I was robbed. The Chinese guy over there got me. TikTok guy stole my $11.
Yeah.
TikTok's
That.
stealing my chicken.
That's all right. YouTube got me for 600. So what the hell? You know, when I lost my commercials one time on YouTube, they had owed me $600 and they said they gave it all back. They gave it back. What do you mean they gave it back? Give me my goddamn money. I earned it already. You know, I got struck and lost my whole 600 and something that day. But that was only one time out of four. I lost commercials out here 4 times in 3 years, dude. They just don't like me. I don't know why. Probably the stories I would tell that were facts and truthful they didn't like.
Yeah. Probably.
Well, you're allowed to do news stories, but you can't put the government down. You put everybody else down, that's okay. You can lie, make up stories, and make it sound something that it isn't because it's all for fun, right? Like I can come out and do a story. If you did a serious story about something, I could come out and change the story, make it totally different, opposite of what you said, and that would be okay because it's a different story. It's not the same story as you told. But if I come out here and do a story about a fact and truth about what a government official did, let's say, and I don't change it and make it basically a lie, a fabrication, well, then that's reused material. They don't want that. What do you mean? Every damn news story out here on every channel's news fucking reused material.
Exactly.
But they put their face at the bottom corner of the channel, so on the video, so that changes a percentage, which makes it different. So you're allowed to do that, and you can even tell the story opposite of what the truth was. Well, that's just your version. You're allowed to do that. No, this is out of control. There's got to be some kind of control like the Constitution of America, if you want to do business in America, they should have to follow our Constitution, right? I mean, to me, it seems only logical. If you're going to do business in a free country, you should have to go by their law. Because if I got to do business in China, I got to go by their law, don't I?
Yeah, the government's the only business.
So basically, this is a fascist type of error when the businesses control the government. That's fascism. YouTube tells the government what they'll allow on their page, and they even kick Donald Trump off if they want to. You know he ain't out here breaking no damn law, huh?
It's always been that way.
But it has to stop though, because there's never been a computer to be. There's never been no laws written. We're ahead of time. Everything we do, they haven't even caught up yet with the laws as far as social media. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they did everything they did to us, and they've been doing to us. They did to Trump. So he got a taste of everything we went through, all at one time. I mean, getting arrested for bogus crimes, getting convicted for something that shouldn't even be illegal, or ain't illegal. All the stuff that Trump went through is the same shit we've been going through out here for how many years?
Exactly. Like the guy said when they fucking had him on the stand. You're separating families. He's like, if we pull over a car and tow the
Yeah,
car, we separate families all the time. What makes them so special?
yeah.
That they can't be separated.
You know, on YouTube, you're not allowed to say the word illegal when you're talking about them types of people. It's not monetizable. That's not advertiser friendly. So if you say that, you're not going to be advertiser friendly. So they have to beep out the word while they're talking about the subject. This is so socialist, communist. It's out of control. Like I say, hopefully they'll do something about these people that are in charge. But then you got to remember, they all go Republican or Democrat is how they think. Like YouTube's Democratic. The guy who owns Google, he's the Democrat, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, he is. If you type it in and look up Google, the guy who owns Google's, it's a Democrat. So they're going to think that way. And that's not the way you run a business. I can't run a business on whether I'm a Democrat or Republican. I got to run a business to service both people. I don't care
Yeah.
which side you want to pick. You can argue about that after you pay me my money. You know what I mean? And I'm not into that type of thing. But yet, these big giant platforms that rule the world basically are allowed to be that way in a free country. I'll never accept it. That's why it's hard for me to succeed financially with their rules. I'd rather be broke than follow their rules. Which I am. So, but either way, I didn't care because I wasn't in this to make no money from the start. I made more off of people helping me out here than the tube ever gave me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just off of people that I hung out with. Like if they knew I was going somewhere for a good reason, they threw me a bone for some gas. You know what I mean? But I never got no big money like some of these people out here do. I mean, I watched one guy the other day, they collected up 10 grand for him for an attorney. And then he didn't even use the attorney. So he just got to keep that 10 grand. What the hell?
That happens a lot, yeah. Yeah, that does happen a lot, the legal funds.
And then they don't even need it. Like they'll drop the charges or they won't have no bond to put up. And then they
Or
just
make
keep all of it.
believe
They
to
keep
begin
all it.
with.
Huh?
But it's just make believe to begin with.
Well, no, they really get arrested. The people that I hang out with, they get arrested every day. You know what I mean? The cop watchers and the auditors and stuff, they get arrested every day.
Yeah, those kind of people, yeah.
So when our friends get arrested, we try to help them. But I've watched a lot of people out here. I say stuff to them. They don't like me. I'll tell them how they are. They don't like it. I cuss out the cop and the cop watchers. You know what I mean? Because if you're stupid, you're stupid. That's all. And then I cuss the trolls. I love cussing trolls. That's just fun to me.
Yeah, that was funny. That when you got him right in that corner and you told him exactly where he lived, that was funny.
I was one of the original trollers out here 10 years ago. I was trolling the trolls. You know what I mean? It's like, it was like CB radio days were back. You know what I mean? You get on the radio, cuss everybody out on the CB and have fun doing it. Like, all right, I can look at them and cuss them now. Hey, back in the day when I had a CB radio, I was like E.F. Hutton. When I would speak, everybody had to listen. I was so loud. I had the biggest radio, one of the biggest radios in Central Florida. It was like I was on the top 5 of the biggest CB radios in the Orlando area. I was like the top 5 of the whole state, actually. But there's where we live. But I broke my neck. I had 4 crushed discs. I couldn't move around. I couldn't hardly, I had a neck brace and all that shit on, all stoned on pain pills. What else was I going to be able to do but sit there and slur on the CB? Cuss them out, I don't know if any of y'all remember them days when you used to talk like that. And your buddy knew what you were talking about because he was eating as many pain pills as you was. So he knew exactly what you were saying. Nobody else did, though.
Oh, fucking hell. How long did it take you to recover?
5 years.
Fuck yeah.
But I actually never recovered.
No, of course not.
I wouldn't let them operate on me, though. See, they want to operate on you and then say, well, you got a problem now.
Yeah.
Well, if you have a problem and they're admitting you have a problem and they want to operate on you, that would say you have a problem, right?
Yeah.
But if you don't let them operate on you, you went against your doctor's wishes. You see how this works? So now your insurance, whoever it may be, whether it's work comp or whatever, they start coming against you because you won't listen to the doctor. Like he knows what's best for you. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
He gets to decide whether or not he wants to cut on you. And I'm like, you know what? Everybody I ever seen that got cut on, they didn't come out of there looking too good. And I did have the best neurosurgeon in the whole state. And he told me, don't let them cut on you, dude. He said, unless you can die or be paralyzed, you don't want somebody operating on you.
Chopping shit off of you.
Yeah, he said, you're better off just enduring the pain you got because there's no guarantee after the operation you ain't going to be in more pain or even paralyzed if you even wake up. There's a lot of things to go with that. And back then, I was young. I was like, I don't want them cutting on me. Hell no. And still to this day, I'm like, nope, I wouldn't want them cutting on me.
Yeah.
So I've been suffering a long time. But see, I know once I go too far, I can tell. I've got myself used to it, and then I stop. If I go any further, I might have a disc pop out and be stuck sitting in a chair for 2 weeks, can't move, in serious pain. So it's better off to stop and then not overdo it, which is hard for people to do because when you want to get something done, you know what I mean? You're trying to get it done and you're thinking about your pains and aches.
Yeah, it's really frustrating. I know what you mean.
I know it took me 2 months to get this roof taken care of up here on the roof. A fucking 3-day job took me over 2 months. Just get the roof replaced. And then the next storm came through and destroyed all that. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, that was fucking scary.
Talked to FEMA again the other day. She told me, but they're on the way. You're on the list. I said, ma'am, I've been on the list for over 2 months and 2 different storms. I mean, they don't even have me written down now for the correct storm.
Shit.
It's kind of like they closed all the money down for the one storm. So now I'm claiming for the storm called Michael, which I didn't get hit by. You know what I mean? This is how
Yeah.
out of touch these government offices really are. They like a monkey fucking a football. They don't know which end to start.
I know, and it's something that just can't go wrong because of where you live. It's easy well, the storm hit here, so that you would have been hit. It's so easily like traceable.
I'm thinking that being as North Florida is pretty much 90% Republican. That's why they didn't come around here. They left everybody hanging. I talked to a bunch of people. Nobody's got to see FEMA on the 2 storms ago. Nobody. They haven't come around here at all. Everywhere you go, you see blue roofs, blue tarps on the roof. I mean, everywhere. So that means nobody got no money to fix their roof because we're all poor and we don't have insurance, because you can't afford insurance. I mean, if we could afford it, we'd have it. But just imagine being an insurance company having to pay out. We got hit 4 times plus a tornado. So that's 5 strikes this year we got. And the insurance company's got to pay for all 5 of them on different checks. They can't stay in business like that, neither can they?
No.
What's the remedy for that? What's a remedy for insurance? Is there any other remedy?
Then, the second that they don't pay out, then everybody stops buying this shit.
Well, plus they all went bankrupt. They all went out of business. We got this one insurance down here. It's a government insurance. They can't afford to pay everybody. There's not enough coming in to pay out. Because the CEO got to get his $200,000-$300,000 a year,
Or more than that.
Well,
Otherwise, he's not going to get one of those 10s.
What about them crazy ass damn ladies on The View that are making $5 and $8 million a year and they only work 1 or 2 days a week for 1 hour a day?
That didn't even work. They're trash.
they just run their mouth.
Yeah, and make up lies. Shit, I'd do that for a lot less than $8 million a year. I'll even work 2 days a week.
Yeah, they don't even make it interesting.
I love all the memes coming out.
Old women talking about we got to have abortions. Like, y'all aren't even getting fucked, much less getting pregnant. What do you care?
And half of them are gay, right? They're lesbians. What the hell they care about an abortion if they're lesbians? I don't understand.
Well, like they decide they want to kill the surrogate baby or something. I don't know.
They worried about their kids growing up and not being allowed to be hooches. Everybody should be allowed to be a hooch. They want to have their girl summer, right? What the girl come out and said? She did 100 people that weekend?
Oh my gosh, no.
Yes, 100. She's going to break that record soon.
Oh, that's vile.
And then she thinks she's going to get her $1 million man once she hits 36 and settle down. He's going to pay for everything, and she gets to keep all her money. She got to make her money before she gets a man, just in case he leaves her. That way she has something to fall back on. What the hell kind of thinking is that?
I don't know.
And the guys on the whatever podcast, they're like, dude, don't you understand? If a guy's a millionaire and he has the choice to pick from a 36-year-old woman that's been ran through or some young girl that's never been ran through, of course he's going to pick the young girl. And they're like, well, that gives me the ick. How does that give you the ick if you want an old guy with money and the old guy wants a young girl with no people's values are gone. I mean, I don't know where these people learned this shit from.
I don't know. It's like completely fucking alien to me. I don't get it.
I don't either. That's why I watch them podcasts and I sit there and listen to the way they ask them questions and how they interview these people, right? I've been doing that for a long time. I would get a lot of these Fruit Loops out here on YouTube up on my channel and question them, right? And
Yeah.
I did that the same technique before these guys ever came out on the scene. They must have learned from me. People like me. That's what I'm thinking. But the way they do it is pretty cool. I like the way they interview people, their technique. You know what I mean? That doesn't
Mm.
matter what they're interviewing people about. It's just how you do an interview. You know, how you control a debate, an argument, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
I've always done it that way. I mean, I used to catch these people out here that have terrible records. We'd find out who they are and run a background check on them and find out they're the worst of the worst people. And then I'd get them up on my panel and start asking them questions. And then I'll pull their police record up and show where they've been convicted of diddling
Yeah.
or whatever they did and expose them to everybody. I used to do that a lot out here, man. I used to do that at least once a week. I'd find one of these weirdos. But we pretty
Shit.
much got them all gone, or they hide real well now. They don't, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. That's really
But we can
interesting.
still find out who they are. We have ways. Once they start showing their ugly face around for a while, we track them down and find out what they're about and expose them. I'm just pissed that when they get these people out here, they only arrest one person usually. I mean, out of all this time, how comes the diddler's the only one arrested?
Mm.
What's up with that? How come diddler? And then I tell my boy, I says, you know what? They're not going to bust nobody else. I said, because that would take down, that's possibly could destroy the financial system of the United States. I mean, our whole financial system. That caused us to lose faith in the American government to persecute us. Because if we start finding out half the government been over there getting diddled, you know what I'm saying? We're going to lose faith, won't we? So they will hide that stuff.
We already know.
Yeah.
Well, the people that don't, we know, but well, that's like my one buddy says. He says most people aren't very smart.
No.
Huh?
If you get caught at a party and there's drugs at that party, they charge you as an accomplice. So they're
Yes.
accomplices.
Yep.
If they're on the guest list and they knew what was going on, whether they knew about it or not, doesn't matter for anybody else. So why should it matter for them?
Why are they hiding the Epstein list when the Epstein list is probably going to be an exact copy of the diddler list?
Dude, did you see the thing I posted the other day? Where the
Which
guy
one?
he tracked all their phones. It shows the paths all of them take to get to Epstein Island.
No, I didn't see that.
Same routine, 200 visitors. Yeah, it's on my community thing. It was pretty
I'll
neat.
check it out. I'll check it out. Yeah, see,
So
that's what I'm
they
talking about.
know if some basic dude can figure that shit out, then they know exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
Oh, we researchers now. That's what they don't like, dude. We can pull shit out of a hat. You know what I mean? We come up with some shit now. And one thing a lot of people don't realize, you know how they archive every single newspaper and magazine that ever was printed in the United States? They'll put it in an archive somewhere. Well, there's an internet archive as well. So every single thing we put out here on the internet gets put into an archive. Every single one of us. This is all being stored. We're building the future for the AI, the algorithm. We are going to be responsible for what the future has to endure, put it that way. They're not going to like us, are they? The government, I mean, the people, yes, the government, no. But everything's archived. So eventually, in 100 years from now, they're going to pull these videos up. Some crazy ass kid somewhere is going to find his way into the back fucking alley and find all our videos, right? I wonder what they're going to think about us in 100 years. I think they'll be jealous. What do you think? Huh?
They had to have a format to be like, how do we even play this shit?
Yeah, it'd be like these VCR tapes I got out here. How the hell am I going to get the video off these VCRs? I got to come up with a VCR player. I got videos, dude, from
You gotta
20,
order
30
one on
years ago.
Amazon. They're like $15.
Yeah. Well, then I got this other little thing that goes in my old camcorder thing I got. It's a little tiny square thing, and it holds, I forget how many hours on it, but you got to take it off of that and put it onto something else as well. So things have changed a lot. We got a bunch of different items to try to get videos off of. That's the way it'll be back in the future. They'll have to come back here and figure out which, is it a VCR tape? Is it a, you know what I mean? Is it a CD? Is it MP3? Is it a wave format? You know what I mean? What kind of, they're going to have to figure that shit out somehow. But if they ever do, they're going to see your ass sitting here on the internet talking about, look at this guy from fucking 100 years ago. You know what I mean? What are they going to think about us in 100 years?
Make music with their hands. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
It's so primitive.
Look, he's smoking something.
What are they thinking? You can just inject things right into your consciousness.
Or are they going to say, ooh, he just cussed?
That word's not a bad word. What's he talking about?
Wow, they were treated like that back then? I don't know. Is it going to be better or worse? Are they going to be treated worse in the future or better than in the future? It looks to me like they're going to be treated worse than we've ever been treated.
They'll be treated like animals.
Yeah.
They've shown every different dictator's version of what the future will be like. So it just depends on who wins.
Well, I figure we're in the past because our country's only, 250 years old or whatever. But like if you look at England and all them other countries over there, I've been to Holland, and the buildings over there look like they're 10,000 years old. You know what I mean? And look how they act. We have to get to where they're at someday, don't we? You know what I mean? The way they're treated, their way of law, because they've been.
They come over here and they try to change our culture.
Well, that's what they're doing. And I feel like they let them in there so that they'll have a reason to change our culture. Like if you let a whole bunch of people in there and they're all armed and they're all doing terrible things, the American people's going to vote to take their arms away, which we in turn will lose our rights to have our arms. And that's why they did it. It's like New York. If you let 100,000 people in there that are all shoplifting, now the New York police are going around telling the stores to put a camera in their store and allow the police access to that camera. So now New York got a bunch of people letting them do that. The police got a wall of computer screens and they can watch the stores live. Well, eventually all of New York will be wired for the government to be able to watch everything that's happening live as it happens. That's complete control, right? Well, in order to get that complete control, you have to let things get out of control. So if you force things to get out of control by like what the Bidens did, letting these people come in here, now everything's out of control. Now we can make laws to put them back in control, which is taking more of the constitutional rights away from the citizens. See what I mean? They get full control. But they're the ones that caused the problem. They're the ones that'll open the border and allowed the people to come in to cause the chaos. You see what I mean? It caused a problem. Now I can fix it. But if it wasn't no problem and you want to take people's rights away, whether it be their words or their weapons or whatever it may be, you have to cause the problem to get the result. And that's what I feel like that's what they did. I mean, he's giving the daggone another how many millions? Another 750 million is going to the Ukraine real quick, like before he gets jumped out of office. You see what I mean? He knows damn well Trump going to stop this shit. So what's he trying to do? This makes no sense, man. Anybody with a brain knows that Trump's going to do this as a businessman. He's going to do it as a business. He's going to say, look, what do you want? How much you want to make? What's the profit? What are you going to lose? Let's work this out. Let's make this a deal. Let's make a deal.
Yeah.
I don't see the The Democrats never offered Russia a deal. Never have. They've never said, "Hey, Russia, let's stop this." They just keep feeding Ukraine more and more ammunition, and the only reason Biden doing that so we can get rid of our old stock. So now we have to build new stuff, and that's going to fix the economy. That's what he actually said. We got to get rid of all this old stuff. That way we can build new stuff, and that'll help our economy.
Yeah.
Well,
But you don't
a
care.
lot of companies over here, they're you're seeing in the news, they're calling it Trump's tariffs. And so many companies are going to start going out of business. He's not even in fucking office yet. And they're already trying to say that he's going to make this decision, and certain companies are all like, their stocks and shares are already affected.
Yes, but I'll tell you,
What the
hey,
fuck?
I was a stock scalper. I was a day trader, right?
Right.
The stocks, there's a such thing, and I figured it out long ago. I could get my books out and show you, probably still to this day. There's Democrat stocks and there's Republican stocks. Republican stocks are going to be more toward oil and stuff like that. Democrat stocks are going to be more toward the green shit, like the windmills and all that. So the people that are involved in, electric battery companies, when Biden's in office, them stocks are up, oil stocks are down. Right. So then as soon as Trump gets back into office, which it's already started switching over the day that the vote went through, the oil stocks and stuff started going back up. You see what I mean? So that's what they're talking about, Democrat or Republican stocks. I mean, it's not really set up like that, but you can differentiate between the two. You see what I mean? You can do that. And I did it. So that's what they're talking about. The people that the money transfer going to go from the left to the right or the right to the left. You know what I mean? That's what's happening.
But I think a lot of the countries worldwide as well are trying to guess if he's tariffs. Is he going to even tariff that particular country or not? And already
He's definitely going to do that shit
should.
because it ain't fair the way we're being treated.
No, exactly.
It's good for China. It's good for Mexico, but it ain't good for us. We can't feed the world if we're starving ourselves.
No, exactly.
The first thing we need to do is make everybody pay up their credit debts.
I'm going bankrupt again. Oh, you mean outside the country? Yes. Well, ain't funny that Clinton got the deficit down to zero because all he did was start. What did he do? He gave like government agents off one day a week. Right there, saved millions and millions of dollars. So if Elon Musk gets in there and they clean up the government and get rid of wasteful spending, like teaching cats how to walk on the windmill or on a treadmill, a cat on a treadmill, and they got like $8 million invested in teaching cats to walk on a frickin' treadmill. Wait a minute.
Oh my gosh.
I need a goddamn fucking some $8 million. I want to do something stupid. But that's the kind of stuff that we're spending taxpayers' money on. That's the kind of stuff that somebody needs to get in there and put a stop to. Don't they? I mean, come on. $8 million or whatever it was for a cat to walk on a frickin' treadmill. That's animal cruelty. That's torture. You put one of my cats on a treadmill, boy, that thumb bitch is coming straight in the air, buddy. It's flying and teeth and everything else.
Was it like a treadmill or like a hamster wheel style?
I don't know. They had a government, somebody got a thing from the government for like millions of dollars to do this, to try to teach a cat to walk.
But it's always something. Back in the old days, it was fucking NEA and the other shit. There's always some kind of Democrat money laundering program going on where they're paying exorbitant amounts of shit for nothing.
If old Elon Musk gets a chance to clean stuff like that up with Trump, that right there would bring
go through all of that money just on radio ads and celebrities.
Yeah, 495
to spend $1 billion.
Yeah, $500 million almost went to advertising.
It's really like if you have $1 billion on GTA, you can buy damn near everything, and you don't run out of money.
Nope.
But they
They
run
had
out
to,
of money
they
and
had to
go 20
liquidate
million
it, and
overboard.
20 mil more than they had. But see, here's the thing. They're saying that she had collected 1.5 or 1.4 billion dollars. But the super PAC already had $1 billion in it. So that means she had over $2 billion she went through. They're not talking about the super PAC money that Biden had collected up before she started running and collected her 1.4 billion. So now there's over $2 billion was spent in 90 days, and they're 20 million backwards. And they want to run the country. No wonder our shit's in debt so bad. And look how they run it. And they've been in charge for 12 out of 16 years. Look at the shithole we're in. Who's responsible? You can't blame Trump for that shit.
No.
12 out of 16 years were Democrat controlled.
Yep. Yet they still blame Trump for everything. And you're only as good as your best trolls. He got some good trolls, so he must be pretty good, huh? And whatever happened to daggone Tiffany Henyard out there? They ever arrested her yet? I haven't looked her up lately. Out there, the mayor.
Quiet because the FBI got involved and all the people fucking started flipping on her. And that was the last news I heard about it. It was like
Yeah.
weeks ago. It was when her aide flipped on her, and then everything went radio silent.
What pissed me off, everything on YouTube now is lies. The thumbnails, like it'll say, Tiffany Henyard arrested, right? Well,
It's
then
all
you go
AI
watch the
generated,
video and she wasn't arrested.
and that's what they're promoting, all these AI generated channels, so that
Yeah,
it gets them the revenue.
yeah.
It's
And they're
just
getting paid. They're making money and getting fucking
gaming the
shitloads of
system.
views.
Is gaming the system with their own crap content.
Yeah.
It's
And it's
dishonest
not even
business
real.
practice. That's why there should be a class action suit against them for disenfranchisement.
Yeah, because they take my shit off the internet and my shit's real. Mine's factual. I got the evidence to prove it. I got the police records, everything. And then they'll take my shit down or strike me.
Fucking hell.
Right, one day I was monetized and I had like 1,000 videos or more, right? And I logged in one morning and I looked and all my monetized videos were now red. They weren't green no more, which means they're not commercial friendly. So I had to delete like 1,000 videos off my page that day because they weren't no longer commercial friendly.
Shit.
And all that shit I got is still on my library panel. I got a page to library, LBRY. I got over 2,000, almost 3,000 videos on that page because everything I put up on this page, on my page, automatically goes up on that page as well. Even if YouTube strikes me, the video's still on my library page. So I got thousands of videos on library, and its platform's set up almost like YouTube's. It's pretty close, same platform. But nobody uses it much. I mean, a lot of people do, but like the tub. But the tub's going to be commercialized soon. Like I said, it's going to all be commercialized. Like X, it's going to be where you have to sign up and pay like 99 cents or whatever. That way you have to put your name, your credit card number, your address, all your information so they know you're a real person. That'll stop a lot of the troll stuff that goes on YouTube. You know, like we can make up a whole bunch of different names.
Yeah.
You have to really be who you are over there. You won't be able to hide from the platform itself because you'll have to actually pay for the platform, which is commercialized. I think YouTube will be the same way eventually. Just to get rid of all the bullshit. You know what I mean? Do we want it or do we want to be controlled or not when it comes to the stuff that goes on these platforms? That's a hard call. You see what I mean? That's if you want to be controlled, you're giving up freedoms. If you don't want to be controlled, you're giving up, well, look what we have to give up now.
Yeah.
And do it all for free so that YouTube can get rich quick plan off of our work. Man, I wish I could get money off of somebody else's work. I mean, think about it. All the work we do, making videos, doing all the stuff we do, YouTube gets rich and we get nothing. If you do, you're getting pennies if you're lucky. And even if you don't make no money, they still put advertisements on your page, so they're still making money, even if when they stop paying you. You got to figure you got to get 10,000 views to make about $20.
Shit, more
Right?
than that. No, it's
Huh?
like a penny for 6,000 ad revenue.
They're giving you less than $20 for 10,000 views now?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Because they opened it up to all the people with less subscribers than they used to have.
Yeah, and I don't get that advantage because I've been here longer. They won't give me that advantage to have any of them things that they give. I'd be better off starting a new page up than I am trying to keep my older pages going because I've been pretty much red flagged. You know what I mean? My channel's red flagged. They don't promote my channel. They don't. People that have me listed, they don't even know when I go live because YouTube don't tell them.
Yeah, only recently I've been seeing like your lives come up on like, and then I'll come in and say hi. But
Yeah,
before, not once did
Yeah.
yours ever come up.
Yeah, I don't know. My one friend who subscribed and got me, to where I go live, she gets an alert. She said yesterday, she left it on my community page. She said yesterday YouTube sent her a thing saying, now did she mind or did she want them to share my videos with her page to give her my video?
Oh,
Well, she subscribed to me and got the alert rang. Of course she would want it, right? So YouTube's like checking, do you want to watch this terrible person? You see what I
shit! I've
mean?
not heard that
Yeah, I
before.
mean, that's what it looked like. You sure you want to watch this guy? Here, hit no. We'll never feed him to you again. Yeah, okay.
Fucking hell.
They're trying to bury me, man.
But even sometimes with Dizzy's, like it comes up, and then other times it doesn't. When I know that he's gone live, and I think, well,
Hey, this morning I'm sitting here on the panel, and it's not showing me his page is being live on my computer. I'm refreshing. I'm looking for his page. I'm looking at my history. It's not even
yeah,
showing me where I'm at in my history. It wouldn't even show his page. So then about 20 minutes later, it finally came up. I was like, well, they just didn't, like he said, just didn't refresh the stuff like they used to. They used to have a lot faster refresh rate, maybe. Maybe
right.
it slowed that down some. Oh, no. It ain't what it used to be. I'll tell you that. Something ain't right around here. That means YouTube's failing. They're getting worse,
Yeah,
not better. Paying less money, putting 2 commercials on every page. I mean, sometimes you click on a video and it has 2 commercials back to back that you can't skip.
Oh, yeah.
And then you go look at the page and they ain't got but 50 subscribers. And goddamn, they ain't even monetized. I got 2 commercials back to back.
yeah. How many do you need now? Like 50 to be able to go live.
I think that's
Yeah,
been like that.
We could always go live if you were on a stationary place like a computer on the Wi-Fi. We could always go live on Wi-Fi because they knew who you were. The
yeah.
phone is what they didn't let us go live on until we had 1,000 subscribers. Then they changed it. I thought they changed it to like 500 maybe, and they let you go live, but they might have changed it since then too. I don't keep track of all that. I only go live when I want to now.
Mm.
Well, I used to do it a lot, you know what I mean? But I ain't got time no more. I got other shit to do. After 4 hurricanes, I ain't cleaned up good since the first one.
Oh, fuck. no.
I still got that camper out back that got imploded. It just totally disintegrated. The wall fell down. Front of the wall fell out, and door blew off. And I've been cleaning that up for weeks, burning giant piles of stuff. All my good junk is ending up in a pile out here. I'm going to need a dumpster over here or a dump truck to load it all in to get it all out of here because it's all garbage now. All the good stuff I used to have, it's
Yeah.
all trash. It all got wet.
Oh.
It's all ruined. My old record player. I had a record player. I didn't even know I had it. It's so good. I forgot I had it. But there's boxes of albums out there that got soaked. Old albums, you know what I mean? They were totally soaked. Lost a lot of memories this year, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's sad.
Yeah. Not counting the value, the cost of the loss, just the memories of the loss, just like worse than the money, I guess.
Yeah, it's not the same.
Now I got to go make some new memories, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I want to go up to the Doc Holliday Museum for the gunslinger. You know Doc Holliday up in Georgia?
Oh, yeah.
My last name's Holiday, so it's my kinfolk, Doc Holliday. Eh, probably related, huh? What you think? I tell everybody, yep, I'm related. I mean, what are you going to tell them? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, of course you're going to tell them. Yes, that's my cousin. It's my uncle. Great.
Yeah, you never know.
Him and my attitudes are exactly alike. Once shot a man for snoring. Oh, no, that was a different guy. Never mind.
That's Billy the Kid.
Yeah, it's Billy the Kid. That's the other guy.
Doc Holliday was the cop.
Yeah. He was the dentist, man. He was a dentist, right? He's good at pulling teeth.
Yeah, I think he was.
Well, I'll just knock them the fuck out. The hell with pulling them. How's that? I'll be kind of like a dentist.
No, that was the shakiest gun in the West.
Shaky is good.
Yeah, he was the dentist. And they made
Doc
him.
Holliday was the dentist too. Yeah,
Huh.
yeah. Doc Holliday was the dentist. He was out of
Yeah.
Georgia.
So Tombstone was a remake of the shakiest gun in the West, is what you're saying.
I don't know, but I know he went to school to be a dentist when he was younger. Doc Holliday did. His dad was into it too. Then he got tuberculosis and went out west because it was drier and he could breathe better. I don't know if he had a bad attitude if he was a dentist. I'd hate to think he had the same attitude as a dentist as he did as a gambler.
Yeah.
I'd be a bitch, right? You go to the dentist, he do something, say, ow, he say, shut up, and hit you upside the head. Let me pull your goddamn tooth, shut up. No, but he had a way of doing it that was almost pain-free. He was like, Doc Holliday was like pretty much ahead of his time a little bit in dentistry, maybe. He was good at it, I guess. But did his illness give him the shakes? Maybe he was the shakiest. No, I don't remember that part, though.
He would get the shakes when he couldn't drink.
That's how half the people on the job site I worked with were like that. They had to be off the job by 2:00 because the hands started to shake if they didn't get a beer in them. And they always said the best painters are some old drunk guy because he don't drink till he gets off work, so his hands shake all day. So he makes the best painter. He gets the paint down into the cracks as his hands are shaking. You know what I'm saying? So the older,
Oh, that's funny.
yeah, they make the best painters. That's why when you can't do nothing else in construction, you become a painter. Tell you what, I damn sure ain't crawling around no attic too much no more for 140-degree attics. I'd rather paint. Be my new job, maybe. after my therapy fails.
Yeah, you got to try the therapy.
I got to try therapy first next. I need a good title. I need a good title and a good thumbnail, because if I lie real good in the title and I lie real good on the thumbnail, I'm going to get some clicks and views. I'm here to tell you.
Yeah, you've got to think of like a catchy name that they would all fall for. They'd all think, oh yeah, that sounds like women friendly.
If I went live and now there's a cop on my screen when I go live, you'd see my room fill up quick. Boy, I'd have a bunch of people up in there real fast because they know I'm fixing to go off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They love that shit. I don't know why. The world loves drama. How can we get people out of that and then more into loving doing things like building stuff?
Can't.
You know what I mean? How do you get the mentality of the humans to change? Are we going to be this lazy forever because of the internet and weed? I don't know. Most people rather smoke a doobie, watch the internet, and go take a nap. Wake up, eat something, and do it all over again. Well, what else is there in life? If you didn't have to leave your cave to go hunting to get food, why would we have ever left the cave? We wouldn't have, huh? Well, now they've made it that way. They made it where we can sit in our cave, order food, order weed, order everything we need, pay all our bills on the internet. We don't have to leave the house. Well, we got a check coming in. Did they do that to us on purpose?
No, it makes it easier for people.
It's like a bunch of rats in cages, man, where we put ourselves in the fucking rat cage.
Well, yeah, if you're completely able-bodied. Not everybody's capable, so they got to have an option.
I used to call them, are you a self-starter? Do you make yourself start? Or do you have to have somebody kick you in the ass to get you working every day and retrain you? Same job we trained you to do yesterday.
Yeah, that's how people are. For every 10 people, there's one leader and the rest need to be led.
Yeah, I read statistically here is 20. There's a leader for every 20 people.
Whatever the number, it's still, you need a head to control the tentacles if you want to have efficiency. If everybody was just motivated at all times to do shit and didn't need guiding forces, it would be chaos because people would get just all kinds of notions to do dumb shit. And then you end up with people building swimming pools out of trash bags and buckets and goofy shit, you know? Where it's like, okay, come on.
I was thinking about maybe being the aluminum foil guy. I just wrap my head in aluminum foil every time I leave the house. Put my glasses on and a mask and aluminum foil around my head. I wonder what they would think if you walked around like that. No one would know who you are because you have your glasses, your mask, and your foil on your head, right?
The whole body. Make a whole body suit.
I'd sweat in Florida. That'd be too much.
What gets me is that they mock everybody for it, but these are the same fools that expect you to buy Tommy Copper gear. Just the copper's woven into the fabric and it does magic.
We have a law in Florida. You're not allowed to go in public and wear a mask or a hood. Or anything else that like that, which would basically say you probably ain't allowed to wear sunglasses and a hat, neither in public. There's a law in Florida. I shared it on my community page, and so it says you're not allowed to wear a mask. You're not allowed to wear a hoodie, dude. A freaking hoodie. It's written in the law. Actual words.
But they allow Disney.
So you're not allowed to wear a beanie hat, a ball cap, sunglasses, because that covers your face and hides who you are. There's a law for that.
Shit. So do they have face recognition then?
Yes, I'm sure we do. Walmart has facial recognition in all their stores. If you go into
that shit.
Huh?
Walmart's at the forefront of all that shit.
Yeah, Walmart's big time. They rented enough space on a satellite. They got enough storage space on a satellite. Walmart rented to store video and follow every single person that leaves their store to their house or wherever they go. And they said they wanted that space to use to follow their employees when they went on break to see if they went to the bar or not. That was their excuse. They'd have called me out back smoking a joint.
I mystify them.
Hey, they'd have called me out back smoking a joint on lunch break.
Back and forth, and that's it. There is no other movement unless he's at work.
Yeah.
How is this possible? Is it possible?
Well, they know which room of your house you go into when you're on the internet.
Yeah, because it's always the same.
Yeah, so like if you turn your porn on and you go to your bedroom, they know that. I'm just saying, they know it.
Their device doesn't move.
Huh?
I have a work device. I don't have to use my phone for work.
I want to say my phone stays in the living room. I don't carry it to bed when I watch my porn. I don't have a TV in the room either, so I mean, if I ain't making it, I'm not getting to watch it, I guess. I don't carry the phone in the bedroom because I don't want that something ringing while I'm sleeping. If it rings in the other room. I don't have to hear it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's really nothing I can do for you if I'm sleeping. That's nothing I can do to help you. I can probably help you better when I wake up. You see what I'm saying? But if you wake me up, I'm probably not going to be much help to you.
Especially if you don't know when they went to sleep. I might have just crashed out.
Well, like I say, they call. Nobody ever woke me up in the middle of the night and said, I'll be saying, I'm glad you called.
No, never.
You see what I mean? I'm glad you called.
They're like in a different time zone. They're like, yo, I just won the lottery. Fucking, I'm on the way I got plane tickets. We're going on a fucking vacation. Call your job and take 3 months off. I'll be like, okay, I'm on it. Because that would snap you out of it, that kind of shit.
No, I'd be like, why the fuck did you call? Why did you call? Why ain't you here yet?
They got a heads up. You gotta be hyped. You gotta be hyped when they get there because they're gonna be super hyped. So you gotta be matching the energy. So they got a heads up. So by the time they get there, you're like, yeah, fucking do this.
I'll call you. I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna be at your house in three hours with the weed. I'd be like, what the fuck? Why didn't you just wait 3 hours and show up? You know, you got me sitting here tapping my foot waiting for your ass to trip. She said to hell with it. After 1.5 doobies, she went back to bed. She looked at me like I was crazy. I was like, you the one who woke up and smoked a joint, not me. I smoked 2. Now I'm ready to go, though. I'm ready to jump in the car, go out and see if I can find some police running around somewhere. Follow their ass around, film them. See what the hell they doing? Whose rights are you violating? What? Hey, I start getting my damn Social Security check coming in here. I'll be able to afford gas to run around all night long. You know what I'm saying?
Or do it the opposite way. Team up with them and be like, yo, let me film you and catch you and fucking we'll edit it into the best light. And then you guys look like superheroes.
Yeah, that's about the time they start hitting me in the head with the stick. Have you never seen my videos? I can't even walk down the street with a camera without people come running out of the fucking buildings and smacking me around. It's like, I can't even walk down the sidewalk, dude. Well, I guess standing out in front of the bomb plant in the middle of nowhere probably wasn't a good example. They didn't like me there either time I went. I went twice, and both times they didn't like me. They were like, how in the hell did y'all get here? I don't see no cars around here. We told them we Ubered in.
And they fell for it.
Well, the police, he didn't like us at all. After 2 or 3 of them got there. And what the fuck you doing standing out here in front of a bomb plant in the middle of nowhere in Taylor County, Florida? 20 miles from the nearest building. Except for the bomb plant. You know what I mean? They were building bombs up in there and shit. They're like, how'd you even know this place was here? I worked here one time. I'm an air conditioning guy. Put air conditioning in their grenade making building. They had me working in yellow powder all day, and I didn't know it till after we left. But when we closed the door, it said, "Do not enter this building without breathing apparatus." It didn't say face mask. It said breathing app. I was supposed to have a damn ventilator on, and the chemical we were playing in and rolling in all day long for days was the stuff they put in the hand grenade to delay. It was a delaying chemical, so the hand grenade didn't blow up as soon as you pop the thing off of it before you had 3 seconds. It was the delaying chemical. We're in there rolling in that shit for 2-3 days, right? We wasn't even supposed to be in there without daggone ventilation masks on. Not no damn paper mask. They give us a paper mask after the second day. And we're looking at them like, what? And our dude's like, man, you need masks. You can't be in there. We're like, they told us to go in here. What do you mean we can't be in here? We're supposed to be in here. They sent us here. You know what I mean? That probably knocked a few years off of my breathing abilities, I'm sure.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
So I was doing a story about that. Plus, some girl, my friend's wife, got fired there because she reported the manager for trying to do some crazy shit. So they fired her, and then they changed the business's name. The business went out of business. It closed down after we got there. And then they opened back up the next day with a different name on the sign. So we went back out there and videoed the new sign with the new name. So even if you get them in trouble, they don't get in trouble. They just change the name. It's ridiculous, man. That's why I film these people, because it's amazing to watch. And most of society doesn't see what's going on around them. They don't even care. As long as they get their paycheck, they're good.
Yeah, all they care about. They get their little fat family taken care of. That's all that matters. Their holidays, their dinner, their little special Sunday meals, all the dumb shit that other people don't get.
But they go to church on Sunday sometimes.
But if we would just take it and make it so that everybody had to pay up that credit card debt all at once, or else lose their shit.
Well, it's like, you can put somebody down. You can be manipulative, malicious, right? You can be mean, however words you want to use it. You can do all that because you don't like someone for what they've done or whatever. But you could do that while you're actually pushing them up instead of down into the dirt. You see what I'm saying? You don't have to beat somebody down into the dirt that you don't like using words or weapons or whatever. You could actually take that same dislike and use it to forward that person, to make them excel more instead of beating them down. Okay. And by doing that, you still get your, I got your ass, didn't I? And here's a good example. I see someone who I didn't like or didn't like me. I didn't care to, I don't give a shit about it, but they didn't like me for a long time. So when I see them in a room of a friend of mine, I said, hey, that person doesn't have a wrench, man. You need to turn that person blue, right? So my friend was like, oh, okay. So boom, they turned them blue. That person doesn't like me, but I helped that person. See what I mean? I helped them. And then I got to laugh and say, I got you, didn't I, motherfucker? But I helped them. I kicked them kind of. I know you don't like me, so I help you out. You see what I mean? If we did more of that, because that person felt bad then, I guarantee you, they felt bad. Like, God damn it, Dirt Farmer got me a wrench. I don't even like that. You know what I mean? If people did that, you could still have your fun, basically, being manipulative or, what I'm saying, whatever word you choose, and actually help the person as well. So now that person's going to look at you different than they would have if you'd have an aha gotcha moment as you kicked them down into the dirt. So you kick them up the ladder instead of down the ladder, but you still get to kick them. You see what I'm saying? If people did that, you still have as much fun and laugh too. You know what I'm saying? It's just a way of doing things to help people and still get you where you get to kick them in the ass a little bit. You know what I mean? Because like I said, I hate the weirdos that do the diddlers.
I hate them with a passion, a burning passion. I hate them with everything I got, and I want to, and I'll never stop. But people that aren't like that, I don't have anybody I really hate. You know what I mean? Not on no reason. I mean, other than that they're a diddler.
Mm.
You know what I
Other
mean?
than, yeah, other than like on YouTube, there's a couple of people. It's not so much hate, but it's just like, it's just disgust. I would
Yeah,
say more than
yeah,
anything.
yeah,
That no, it's like even if people have chatted shit, it's like I just ignore it. It's like it's not worth the investment, the entertaining of any of that. It's just a waste of time. It's
yeah.
that they that
If
they
you
take it so
argue with a fool,
seriously.
hey, if you argue with a fool, it makes two. That type of thing.
Yeah, yeah, completely. And it's not something I would do in real life, so I'm not gonna start doing that on YouTube just because you can. It's so easily can be done, and people do eventually start. They are different on YouTube than they would be in real life because they wouldn't get away with that kind of behavior and language. But it's just not worth the investment of my time. It's really not.
I think I've been around so long. I think I kind of I probably am an originator of a lot of things that people do out here. Put it that way, because I've been out here longer than them, and
Mm.
they've learned off of the things that we did. Me and the other people around me, 10 years or 12 years ago. You're doing shit out here, right? The shit we did out here, we did it. We were a first, and a lot of things we're still doing are first because it's so new and all. But yeah, we probably caused a lot of the problems out here. Now that I think about it, from
Yeah.
years ago, we made it normal, I guess. You know, the things that are done now, we kind of made it norm.
Yeah.
I mean, like even with like when they porn bomb people back in the day, people did stuff like that, but not that way, not using a sexual object. We would go into their panel and do other stuff. You know what I mean? I mean, at
Yeah.
worst, somebody might moon somebody. You know, they stand over, pull their pants down, show their ass. But people weren't as vulgar as they are now. I mean, it's like, how vulgar can they get? That's fun to them. I don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Times are changing. Is freedom, the only real freedom that is given to us is the freedom to fail. That's the only freedom that's given away for free. All the rest have to be fought for. How is freedom free if you have to fight for it? Hey, stop scratching, would you? And he looks at me like, hey, motherfucker, leave me alone. Knucklehead. He got snake bit in the nose. Did you see that? He had a snake
No.
hanging off his nose. Had a big old round lump on there about the size of a golf ball. But it finally, the swelling went down. Now the flesh is starting to rot away on his nose.
Oh
A circle
gosh.
about the size of a 50-cent piece. He got a big old hole in his nose, man. Poor guy. I don't know if it was a moccasin or a rattler or what it was, but I didn't get to see it too good. He shook it off real quick, so it didn't get a good bite on him. You lucky boy. He couldn't breathe out of that one nostril for a day or so. The gun
That's
swole shut.
awful.
It's terrible.
Gosh.
He shouldn't have stuck his nose in there. Dumbass. Don't stick your nose in a hole. You know what I'm saying?
At least it wasn't a badger.
Hey, that's why I got two of them. That's twice the chance of me getting away. All right, my buddy just sent me a picture. One of them got snake bit. He sent me a picture of his two dogs mating, stuck together.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, no, I don't want another one. I told him. Usually when that happens, I end up with one of the puppies. I'm too
Oh.
old for that shit. I can't. I won't outlive the dog. Dog will be here longer than me. Can't do that. Somebody tried to give me a chihuahua. I said, that'd be a bitch. He said, what? I said, I'll probably have a 10-year-old damn chihuahua or more. I'll be dead and nobody's gonna want his old ass. That wouldn't be right to take a dog. Just the thought of you'll be dead before your dog. That's not a good thought, you know?
Yeah.
So the
No,
older
that's
you get, you
horrible.
gotta. I mean, I'd have to take a dog that was like 10 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I can find some old guy that died off and left his dog. I'll take his dog. What the hell?
No, you want a fresh new dog. That way it can be traumatically scarred and grow up with character.
Hey, I just take one that's already scarred. What the hell? Like I say, I ain't gonna be here much longer, right? So hell, hopefully he'll die before me. Well, I can't take a puppy, man. If you take a puppy, fuck, I'm old, right? You get in your 60s, you start thinking, God damn, if I take a dog, that means I'm gonna have to live till I'm in my 70s. I don't know if I even want to do that. That shit's gonna be painful. You just feel bad I hurt now. God damn, that's killing me over here. Give you a reason to stay alive, though. Maybe. What do you think? Can't die yet. My dog's still here. God damn.
Exactly. Can't let him down.
I was looking in my daggone list the other day for my moderators, see if anybody I could kick out or not. And hell, half the people already did, so I ain't gonna worry about that. Half of the mods are gone. That's terrible. If they're not dead, they're in jail. That's terrible, man. When you start seeing all your people that you've known are all starting to slowly see that. Well, hope they went to a good place. I'll see them when I get there. Yeah, I blew up my goddamn truck, so now I gotta find another vehicle soon so I can haul stuff around again because I gotta have a truck. I can't live with just a frickin' Toyota. I
You need
was
four.
thinking I should go trade the car in. Shh, don't let her hear me. Trade the car in and get a 4-wheel drive Toyota 4-door pickup. They're proud of them Toyotas, though. Little trucks, man, they must be made of gold. Price they want for these things. And after all these storms, all these cars destroyed, man, I bet you the price of cars is going to go through the roof.
That was good shit. I think I'm gonna call it a night. I work tomorrow.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's been fun, Americanos and elsewhere. We'll see you next time.
Be safe.
Tyro.